warm welcome to another exciting episode of Viewer Exclusive here on Viewer Television. Today we're asking and getting answers to road safety concerns that we have, especially whilst we are approaching the Yuletide seasons. It's a lot of vehicular movement, it's a lot of excitement on the roads. How can you be safe? How can your family be safe in this period as you move about? Of course, I'll be asking a road safety expert these questions. My name is Chinonso Chekwas. Join me again after this break. Thanks for staying with us today on Viewer Exclusive. My guest is CRC Samuel Ikoja. He's the Unit Commander, Gwarimpa Unit Command of the Federal Road Safety here in Abuja. And he's with me live in the studio to answer our road safety concerns that we have. You're welcome, sir, to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me. How's work? How's work going?
Work is fine.
All right, thank you. So, in my introduction, I introduced that you are the unit commander. I know you paid us a courtesy visit here on Viewer Television last week or thereabout, and you made mention of how Gwarimpa now has it's no longer a post that we have in Gwarimpa. We have a command, a unit command. So, can we know what is the difference? What does that mean? What is that?
Well, thank you. An outpost essentially is limited in its coverage. An outpost might be created for the purpose of just controlling traffic and limited to little enforcement. But a full-fledged command has a broader scope. It has a head of operations, has admin department, have various departments under a unit command. A unit command carries out public enlightenment. A unit command goes out for rallies. We do rescue services. We are on standby 24/7 for rescue services, and we also clear obstructions. And then we have an ambulance service under us, what we call the Zebra, station at Cetraco. There's an ambulance with state-of-the-art gadgets and paramedics trained to carry out first aid and other services that people might need.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like there's more work now for the units right now. So it means that prior to this time, maybe residents of Gwarimpa now, as it is such a large estate, whenever there were road obstructions, would have to wait for another command, but it is closer now. So I'm concerned about the capacity of your men, seeing that Gwarimpa is such a large place. Do you have the manpower?
Yes, we have enough men for our mandate. We have enough men. We have men stationed for patrol. We have men on what we call standby, for standby in case. So we have men stationed for that standby. We have men that are detailed for traffic control. So we have, like I said, there are different departments. We have people who go out every day on daily basis to carry out public enlightenment. Maybe at the parks, at various offices, and then schools. We've already started going to schools to educate children. We have what we call the youth safety education. To catch them young. We have the Road Safety Club. So the intention is to catch them young, talk to them at this age from the cradle, so that they will imbibe road safety tenets as they grow up.
Do you run the clubs in the schools?
Yes.
And how far have you gone with this? What's the acceptance of this by schools?
For now, owing to the fact that the command is quite new, we've written to schools. When we came on board, the schools were going into the long break, but we've kick-started. We're talking to schools. We've gone to some schools to talk to them on the need to create this clubs in their schools. We train some of the teachers who will continue, who come from time to time to check on those schools.
You would go
yes
to check on the schools.
Yes,
okay.
And then we are also doing what we call free training. We are going around, maybe if an organization is willing, we train their drivers and staff for free.
Okay.
We'll talk to them, give them safety tips.
Organization, are you talking even private now?
Yes, we do that. We write, if the organization is big enough, just write. We write to you, we come and do free training.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Ex gratia.
Sorry?
Ex gratia, we're not collecting
You're not collecting anything.
Yes,
oh, that's
part
quite
of
commendable.
that is part of our responsibility, educating.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you talk about you're creating awareness,
yes.
in what kind of awareness do you mean that you are creating? Awareness for drivers or for pedestrian, or where is this?
Yes, the awareness is for the motoring public.
Okay.
Yes, like this platform you are giving us now is also creating awareness. Viewers, your audience are also getting to know some of road safety rules. The intent is to save lives.
Yeah.
Our mandate is to reduce road traffic crash that will cause death to the barest minimum. So there's a mandate that has been given to us, which.
So are you concerned for every road user, pedestrian, tricycle,
even animals?
Oh, really?
Yes.
So there are road safety guidelines for animals.
Yes, the road the highway code explains into rights of there are right of way for animals too.
Okay.
And they are crossing. There are designated points where animals can cross.
Okay.
When the nomads are taking their animals, there are designated points for them to cross.
So I was going to be ugly because it means that these animals have to be guided by someone.
Yes,
so we're actually training these people
exactly
to know how to move with their livestock or what have you on the road.
Everybody, the road safety is concerned with everybody. It's not just about people that drive.
Okay.
Even riding of bicycle. You understand?
Yeah.
There are rules. There are regulations.
But we don't see road safety stop them on the road.
No,
why is road safety only stopping?
Essentially, people don't understand.
drivers?
Our purpose is not just enforcement.
Okay.
If we are stopping you, we've noticed something and want to enlighten you. You understand?
Yeah.
It's just enlightenment. Most times people fail to understand when they see road safety. What they think is that they want to arrest, want to enforce. No. At times we want to educate you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Because when I think I made a post the last time you visited us, and I had people say, there's now a command. It means we're going to be seeing more of road safety, and it was a bit of feeling worried. I was like, you don't have to be worried. You should be happy that you're having more road safety officials on the road. And then talking about that is leading me to ask a question that apart from seeing the road safety officials on the road, are there any services that residents, I'm talking generally now, can walk into road safety? What kind of concerns do I have, apart from maybe trying to get my license, do I have that I should walk the right organization to meet is the road safety?
Well, if you see a crash, you can walk in, apart from calling us.
Yeah.
If there is an obstruction, like yesterday, somebody came here and said a pole, one of the poles close to Champion Plaza fell and was obstructing traffic.
Okay.
Once immediately told us, we went there and took it off the road. The solar panel pole fell onto the road and was obstructing traffic. So at times maybe you have complaints about deficiency with one of your product or one of the products we have, like driver's license. You can come, we'll take it up. Or you have a complaint about the way we render our service. We have the Servicom unit.
Okay.
Yes, service compact. So if you feel aggrieved, you can always walk in.
Okay.
And our door is open. As a commanding officer, our door is open 24 hours. If you have any complaint, or you might even want to come and say, I like what you people did the last time. So
it means the road safety is also dependent some form of dependency on the public
Yes,
for some form of intel.
Yes,
are we aware that we should do that?
Yes, people tend not to know. We like to get feedbacks on the service we are rendering.
Okay.
You understand? We need feedbacks. Is the response time when they called, if there is a crash, how is our response time? Is a feedback. We'll now work on it. How are the men behaving? Are you satisfied with the manner of approach?
Okay.
Because for every time the men are deployed out, the head of operations do what we call the pre-patrol brief. He talks to the men. So we like to have feedback.
Okay.
How did they behave towards you? Their manner of approach. So we want those feedbacks. Is what we now do reports, so that we can work on ourselves
on how to
improve service, because essentially the road safety is a service rendering organization.
You were talking earlier before we came into the studio about the awareness and enlightenment you make to even tricycle riders every day, every patrol. Tell us about that and how the acceptance is. And for those who do not know, how should they begin to respond when they see these patrol people coming around? Because most people, when they see you, they just want to start checking, do I have my papers? Do I have everything? Yeah.
Yes. We, like I told you, we have what we call the morning cry.
Okay.
The morning cry is designed by the Corps for the head of operations and either his patrol team to go to parks early morning, talk to the transporters before they set out. So in Gwarimpa here, the parks are limited. We don't have enough parks. We don't have parks.
We don't have,
yes.
So
we
don't have parks.
We have a point at the Charlie Boy bus stop where the keke peak. Then we have also, there is another point outside the Rain Oil filling station. And we have one, is it 3rd Avenue, where the taxis.
Yeah.
Yes. So what we do, we designate days like the keke napep, owing to the level of their education. So we need somebody who can speak the local language, who are the people that are to be spoken to. So recently, the head of operations went and talked to them in Hausa.
Okay.
The language they can understand. You understand? They now spoke with them, and what we are focused on is attitudinal change. Try to let them know, no, we are not against your operation, but these are the do's and don'ts. Don't overload. The seat in front is meant for only one person. When you see traffic light, when it's red, don't proceed. If it's amber, hold on. If it's green, go when the road is clear. That was the message he took to them.
Okay.
And when we go to the other park in front of the gate, the Galadima gate, talk to them too. Don't overload, don't overspeed. Kill the speed before it kills you.
Yeah. And how is the response to that? Are we getting positive response?
They're always very happy. They're always excited when they see us come to them. Because there's this misconception that road safety is all about enforcement. But when we talk to them, we give them flyers. It's also interesting to know that when we go, we carry flyers that we give to them. Yes. Flyers with messages.
Okay.
Yes.
That they can understand and implement. Yes. And is this an innovation? Is this an innovative idea of this command, or this is general?
It's a generic. Federal road safety is known for this enlightenment.
Okay.
Even when we have rallies, the Emma rallies, you see we have playlets that aim towards attitudes. We try to portray society and our response. So it is, it will interest you to know that the Corps has this. We're always carrying out enlightenment, so it is inbuilt. It's an in-house. Yes, so it's generic. That is all over. Yes, Corps-wide.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not just specific.
Yes. To Gwarimpa.
This Gwarimpa only. We have now specific road safety questions that we would like you to answer. But let's go on this quick break, and when we come back, we'll go straight into that.
Thank you.
Join me again. Thanks for staying with us. We're still in conversation with CRC Samuel Ekoja, the Unit Commander, Gwarimpa Unit Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps. So before we went on the break, I was telling you we're now going to ask you specific questions. We actually asked road users to send in some questions so that so that you get actual you get actual feedback, real-time feedback from road users and their conceptions of the federal road safety. So one question someone asked was they see most of the time when road safety officials on the road stops a vehicle for maybe you're not wearing seat belts right now. We noticed that the passenger in the front seat is probably not wearing a seatbelt. The passengers at the back are not wearing seatbelt, but the driver alone is arrested or is remanded, whatever. Why isn't that same? Why isn't the same remand extended to? Because we feel like everybody's life in that car is endangered. Why is that? Why do we see that happen?
Thank you for that question. You know, we don't arrest persons. We impound or confiscate your document. We don't arrest you as a person.
Yeah.
The purpose of what you call arrest is to deter you from committing those traffic offenses. And we expect that it behoves on you, the driver that is driving the vehicle, to tell your passengers, whomever you are driving, become your passenger, to tell them to strap on their seatbelt. So it behoves on you. So you, the driver, committed the traffic violation. So you are being booked for the violation because you are the person driving.
So it's the responsibilities on you to ensure that your passengers are safe as the driver. Is that being thought? Do drivers know that they should enforce this?
And that is the reason why we carry out what I call the public enlightenment. The use, especially when you talk about seatbelt violations, the seatbelt use, the Corps has been on it for, I think, since 2004, 2005. We've been educating people about seatbelt use because it's one of the leading cause of deaths.
Yeah.
Because people get thrown through the windshield, people get thrown around when they don't strap on the seatbelt, people get thrown against the dashboard. You understand? So this seatbelt use, I like children now, once they enter into the vehicle, the first thing they tell their parents, "Daddy, mommy, strap on your seatbelt." That's why we talked about the road safety club.
Yes.
Because children, they'll tell their parents, "Mommy, road safety came to our school. They say you must wear your seatbelt. Mommy, I'm not up to 12 years. Road safety say if you are not up to 12 years, I should sit at the back." You understand?
Yeah.
So those are, when you talk about enforcement or booking, when we are booking you, the driver. That is why if you can't give a document that can be confiscated, they now impound the vehicle. And the purpose is for deterrence, so that next time
you don't.
Yes.
So this is, I'm seeing the possibility of this enforcement of wearing your seatbelt, even for passengers at the back seat, for private vehicles that are of course taking 3 passengers at the back and 1 passenger in front. But how about commercial vehicles, especially in Abuja, where we see these drivers are taking 4 passengers at the back, 2 passengers in front, and of course it's impossible to use seatbelts on them. Are we doing anything to stop?
Yes, the Corps is working assiduously, or because that is overloading in the first place.
Yeah.
Because you can't take 2 persons in front. The back seat is meant for 3 persons.
Yeah.
So it's a violation in itself. So we've been carrying out enlightenments. We've done arrests, as it were, contravened vehicles, because if you can't pass through the Gwarimpa axis without us stopping you, we are very serious about this. Yes, especially overloading. Because even the theme of this year's Ember Month rally also talks about overloading. Speed, kill the speed before it kills you. Stop overloading. So our focus is also on overloading.
Okay.
overloading leads to even wear out of the vehicle, the performance will be limited. Vehicles are designed to carry certain numbers of persons, and then when you exceed the capacity, it tells on the vehicle. When you exceed the capacity by humans, you can't wear seat belt. You understand? And then if a crash happens, you know the probability of it becomes very low. The safety of the person. You understand? So the safety goes lower than when 3 persons, everybody straps on the seat belt.
Yeah,
your safety is higher.
Okay.
Yes.
So when people see road safety officials, apart from people who probably are enlightened and are exposed, they just get concerned, and a lot of people are angry at road safety. But I, for one, and I know I hold this position, a lot of people hold this position, when they see road safety, they know that they are there to ensure the safety of road users. I'm concerned about the mental health, right? Because mental health week, just but the mental health of the officials on the road, because I feel like their approach to road users is what makes or mers people's perception of the road safety. Is the court doing anything to see that their officials on the road part-time are in their best of state, so that rather than harassing people are welcoming of the officials?
Thank you for that question too. Like I told you, the pre-patrol brief is meant to put them in the right frame of mind.
The
pre-patrol brief before they set out.
Officials.
Yes.
Okay.
That is, you're talking about my personnel.
Yes, I'm talking about your personnel now.
Before they set out, the head of operations carry out what we call the pre-patrol brief. Brief them, put them in the right state of mind. That is when he inspects them. If he notices any concern, anything, he will drop you from going. Yes. And then we go out as commanding officer. You also go out to check what your men are doing. I go out in Mufti. It checks at check and we'll check them. So at times I'll stay far off and watch what they are doing. It's part of to know whether they are harassing the general public, because it gets back to me. If they are not performing well, it's me that is not performing well. So we always ensure that we go out to check them what they are doing. We are always on our toes.
Okay.
Yes, to ensure that and the way the Corps Marshal has been very magnanimous in that there are so many what we call staff welfare. So it makes them happy. The staff are
necessary.
Yes.
That's
so the
important.
staff are very happy. Their performance has been wonderful.
Okay.
Because I know usually seasons like this, he gives welfare to staff, and you see that staff are always very happy to carry out their duty,
so that their emotions are not taken on the road. So
and then when you perform well too, we give commendation letters.
Okay.
So it's part of what we do to encourage them.
Okay.
You understand? And then we space your working time. We can't be sending you to the road all the time. So there is a roster. So we are aware of, you need to rest, you need to see your family, you have quality family time. So we space it in such a way that it doesn't affect you, so that you don't take your anger from home. And bring it,
exactly. We're glad to know that this is in place, because it's a concern in all of this organization, especially those who interact with citizens from every walks of life. I don't know if this is within your purview to answer, but another question came in where someone is concerned about where to draw the line between the VIO officials and the road safety officials, because of course, I know it sounds like a cliche question, right? We get this all the time. What is your job description, so that we know that when VIO stop us and we'll tell them, road safety has demanded for this from me, so this is not your own? Or do you guys have the same road responsibilities?
Well, we are performing our duties. We are all creation of the law. So the law specifies our duties. So we're all working to save lives and property. Essentially, we're all security agencies that are concerned with saving of lives and property. We are concerned with you getting from point A to point B safely. So I don't see
why we should be concerned about.
Yes, the important thing is that you get from point A to point B safely. Especially in Abuja, we are all concerned with you.
Yeah.
Yes, your safety and getting to your next destination without stress. That's why we're always on standby. In case of obstructions, we're always there.
On
so
standby.
I think.
So we shouldn't feel overwhelmed that the important thing is that these officials are here to see that we're safe on the roads.
Exactly, that's how I look at it.
We're safe on the road. So lastly, before I let you go, we know that this is of course the Ember month. Can you just let us in, let the public in on, any plans road safety has for road users, and just give us general guidelines that will keep us safe.
Okay,
on the road in this period.
We noticed that in the Ember month, because it's the last 4 months of the year, persons tend to think that what they've not achieved in the other part of the year, in the first 3 quarters, they want to do it. So people are in a rush. The commercial motorists are in a rush to get money. People who probably left home in January, they want to go back home and show off that they are well off. They go get car and they are not licensed to drive, and they want to drive home.
Wow.
And we always say something in the federal road safety that you are the only sane driver. You are the only normal driver. All other persons are mad. Because you don't know the emotional state of the other driver. So you should always drive in such a way that you get from point A to point B safely, and always think that you are the only sane driver. All other road users are going through a lot. They are mad, as it were. So, and then people tend also not to plan their journeys. You need to plan. If you are going to travel, you plan. Go to bed on time. Imagine you want to travel and then maybe you are enjoying till late into the night, and then tomorrow you are going to drive. You understand? So in December month, when you want to travel, plan your trip. Know that at this point, after 3.5 hours, 4 hours, you need to rest.
Yeah.
But people tend to want to drive at a stretch. And you can't cheat nature, as it were. If you say, okay, I want to take energy drink, I'll take cola nut to beat off the tiredness. So at December month, we are telling you that please kill the speed before the speed kills you. Say no to overloading.
Yeah.
So, and always plan your trip ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for this.
This
is something that every road user, every Nigerian road user should consider during this period and even after this period. Thank you so much, sir, for joining me today on Viewer Exclusive. Yes. We hope this has been enlightening to you, my viewer. Until I come your way again, my name is Chinon. So check us. Do have a good time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
we're done?
Yes, we're done.
Okay.